Hello, everybody, and welcome into another game. Today we've got a 1v1 for you on Mega Random between I Ate Banana in the red, playing as the Japanese, and Magic Ben Ellie, playing in the blue as the Celts. Yeah, this game was submitted into the H Buddies Discord. Um, I know that at the time of this game is being played, it's around the 1,000 elo. Actually, Banana's at 1,092. So if he wins this game, and that's a 50-50 chance here at the start of the game, then he could be an 1,100 elo, which would be a first. So this has some stakes if Banana is thinking that way. And I know I Ate Banana has been working. I ate a banana, excuse me. I ate banana. I ate banana. A banana has been working on improving a lot, so that is likely on their mind. If I'm reading their psyche correctly. So we'll see what this game looks like, and it looks like there's a really interesting mega random map. It's kind of like a reverse Acropolis, where you kind of just have these def- not depressions, defilades. They might be. It's like these large defilades, really flat areas, and then the corners kind of have some more wood, a little bit of resources. So not the most interesting of mega randoms that I've seen, but we'll see what they play into here. Now, Banana's Dark Age has been very nice, actually. He's been a little heavier, well, 6 on food, 3 on wood, so it's, going perfect, taking his boar, and really, really good scouting. One of the most important things that you can do in Mega Random is scouting early. So checking your base first off. He's kind of going around the typical sheep ring, so to speak. That's actually what you see right here is the mod I have on. I keep leaving my mods on, all my game mods. So it shows for us here too. But if you don't know, your sheep will always spawn in a position like that. So that looked like sheep for a second. Seeing things, they would be there. Of course, Mega Random doesn't give you that standard stuff. It's definitely going to be one of those um, the situations where you could have uh, the normal amount of sheep. You could have two. You could have three boars. You could have two TCs. You could have three TCs. Anyways, it's a pretty good one here. Um, and Blue's playing well as he can here. Uh, Kind of interesting. He's hasn't done a mill there. I think he might build it with that villager. No, maybe the TC rally point is just set there. Yeah, but you want 4 villagers on your deer, so that's gonna be good. And Banana, not scouted where his opponent is gonna go for an early barracks. At barracks like this in the Dark Age really only means one thing. We're gonna see a bit of a drush. And actually, I don't mind that on a Mega Random too. Um, People kind of get comfortable or might assume something, but a drush would be good. And he's doing the right thing here, actually. He's coming out to scout and to get an eye of where his opponent is before the drush comes through. You see he's got 2 queued up. Actually is pop capped 2. Um, and we're going to see how he manages all of this. I like it. Keeping it in the barracks is good. And now Blue is gonna do the same scouting. He knows the opponent is here actually, and immediately sees the drush. That's really really unfortunate for Banana. Really good for Blue though. Blue is scouting well, and I hope that's something that we continue to do. You can see we're very busy at home for Banana, trying to get the scout around, and scouting is not as high a priority, doing some walling, and we're gonna jump onto gold, and that's really good if you want to add more militia too. um, but I think also he's very heavy. Dark Age still too, so you know, I personally don't drush much, but it makes sense. That's something you kind of need to do. He's gonna move out with 3 militia, not men at arms, and just to check here, 4 attack, 1 defense, .9 movements, and as his militia come forward, he's gonna want to scout more. Um, Now it's really good to not get spotted if you're doing a drush like this, and I think that's the case here. Scout did not turn around. Of course, he did see the barracks earlier, so he had an idea that this could be coming. But maybe this is Blue's idea of trying to get even. Um, and yeah, so Banana, I think, could have actually been on this side if he had taken time earlier to scout. You know, we saw that scout sitting there for a bit, so there's one thing I'd say, Banana, is, you know, just like you did this, whatever you did with your TC here, where you get that perfect circle, you should just do that for your opponent next. You know, pretend you're helping them out. But hey, you found some damage there. You had an attack elsewhere. You know, I think actually, 1 second, that might be the game. If I tab into the game and out of the game, we shouldn't hear the game twice now. I'm sorry. That could have been annoying. Let's find out. Yep, that fixed it. Okay. All right, so we got some damage. Oh, well, not too much damage. We did some attacking there. Have a little bit of damage, and now we're gonna take the fight here. We do have our scout here, so that's a bonus. We just lost it though. Should not have said that. Um, but this kind of just equals out. I'd call this a bit of a fizzle. Yeah, we didn't actually get any kills with those men at arms. Oh, we got 1 kill. 1 kill total was good. Um, but they got. Oh well, I guess it's the men at arms, the militia. So no eco kills though. Sorry. Of course they got some kills. Blue did produce his own men at arms. But Banana is up now. Blue is probably needing to do the same thing and scout his opponent better. You know, it's really important. Like if maybe Blue just sent his men at arms back here to distract. If he's able to protect his base, I guess that's a worthy investment for him. But yeah, it's just a bit unfortunate Banana didn't get any damage in. Now we are ahead actually in this game. Looks like a lot more idle time and continuing to increase for Blue. So Banana has that over his opponent. But without that damage, you kind of put yourself at risk of falling behind with a drush like that. So the follow-up's important. He's gonna get onto stone early here. That's interesting. So the Japanese might want to go for towers. You can do a nice tower push or tower defense even. And with the walls here, I think Banana knows he's gonna have to hold a bit. He just got to feudal, which is good. I hope he puts down a range would be good. Maybe a range for a skirmisher or two. It depends though. If Banana wants to play into feudal age here, or if he wants to try to push into castle age. You know, looking just at the score, you're stuck in your little home here behind these walls. You're behind in the score. That could mean an eco advantage. It could also just mean military. But with this scout here, you see your enemy's scout just on the edge of your vision there. You know, pressed up against the wall. I think that's a good indicator that you should expect some probably some aggression, and maybe putting a tower here on the gold line would be nice. Or a wood line too. It really does depend where they attack from. Luckily, there's no crazy close hills, because an enemy hill or an enemy tower on a hill right outside your wall is a really tough thing to have to defend from. So that is one advantage of how we've walled up here. And I like that Banana keeps the TC going. Like he's slowly getting closer to Imperial, or sorry, Castle Age. He is going for that option. So we've decided. Now, if you start going to Castle Age and your opponent ends up going for Army, then you kind of have to hold on and pray, hopefully with skill too. Maybe play and stay alive. And looks like that's what Banana is going to have to show us how to do here. Uh, ready with the stone, though. We saw that earlier. And boom, we just drop a tower. And that's well worth it. You're probably going to lose a vill or two just getting this up now. You didn't rush it down earlier. Maybe when you knew you were going to Castle Age, you pre get that tower down. But I think you can cycle through enough villagers here. I've seen the pros do it. It's not too hard to pull one away. The hard part is clicking them to stay, on the build for it. But if you put 8 or 9 at once, I think you can get that up. But this is the danger. So if you're going for that straight Castle Age play, especially like after some early aggression, then you really need to play the hold and don't die. And the moment you make it into Castle Age, you are still on a new timer to stay alive and prevent your enemy from getting to Castle Age and producing strong units, So once you do get to Castle Age, which Banana is hopefully about to click, we haven't started that countdown yet, and we already have to do so many defenses here. Actually, another tower to get this woodline secure. But again, that's important. Now you want to make sure the tower goes up. So I like where this is. It's actually probably perfectly far away. He got really good positioning there. But if you have it too far away, it doesn't actually protect enough of the resource, and you'll have like an archer sitting here and might be able to hit the villager working. Luckily, Mega Random has been very, very nice to us. All of this close res to the TC, you would be in a really, really tough spot on another map like Arabia with more standard res that's spread out. You would see the res here, and you would see the res here, So that makes it a little harder. Have it further out. So Blue is doing a good job actually too, and Banana placed another tower up here that I missed, but Blue has done a good job to try to spread out all of his archers and get enough kills. Banana garrisons, get some shots off on these archers, and puts an end to some. So that's really nice. That makes everything a lot more worth it. And yeah, we're gonna go for a castle. Clearly, that's in our future here. We've got a good amount of farms. Let's see, only 13, but 13 compared to, and Banana has no way to judge, 9. So that's pretty good. Banana's been getting his eco up, although the lead is with Blue here. And Blue is walled in the same way. Is also on stone, so he just clicks up now, actually, and this is where Banana's timer has started. So you want to take advantage of the age. He's dropping a castle right away. Immediately, he's made this worth it. He's going to protect his gold completely, this stone completely, and the wood lines here. So that stabilizes him. It protects his eco. There's nowhere here that Blue can do any damage to now, I would think. It's something that he's not going to focus on now. Okay, it's like, okay, so now what's the military? Where's your military choice going to go? Because we lost our scout. We lost those 3 militia. And we're going for 9 samurai. Immediately queued up into the castle. I love the samurai. I don't know how they'll do against archers, but I mean, any Castle Age unit is going to do well against some feudal archers or feudal spears or feudal scouts. So I think it's okay. We have our upgrades. We don't have the armor. If you're playing any melee unit, you always want to go for the armor upgrade first, because you can't attack from anywhere. You have to walk somewhere or ride if you're a knight line or scout line. And during that time, especially if you're going against ranged units here, you need to protect your units to keep them alive so they can close the gap. So you always go for armor, and he's got it now, and then you go for the attack upgrade. And like, look, so on the samurai, for example, we have 10 attack plus 2, and then we have 1 armor plus 1, 1 armor plus 1, and that's melee armor and pierce armor. Okay, but the ratio to the increase, the relative amount that's being added compared to what's already there, is really different. So you already have 10 attack on a samurai, or on a knight you already have like 5 attack or whatever the amount is. Adding a plus 2 doesn't do as much as increasing the stats entirely. You're adding an entire another hit point to the armor, and that does make a difference. So blue is following the same rule. He's taking advantage of his age here. He's trying to stay in the game. He's staying ahead in the score lead. It's likely just from units killed or damage done. But he's going for 2 siege workshops with his forward castle here. So that kind of says he's going to go for a bunch of rams. And see if we see that and do something about it. I was blind though, because we missed an entire rush over here. And how did he get in here? I think he made it through the door. Let's just check this out. This is where we heard those attacks. Okay, we broke in. Oh, we didn't break in. We walked in. That's very nice. Okay, so I like that. At the same time, expanding to the eco. That's really good. This is gonna do a lot for us. You're adding idle time, even though we're better. Well, we were better at keeping the TCs running. That's gonna get some nice Vil kills there. We'll clear any army just there. Yeah, just patrol right there, and all of those Vils die. Blue's being very attentive though, microing his Vils away. We see the army is up there, so Blue's brought his military home. He's got an archer sitting outside the palisades there. But see, that armor helps against the TC fire too, and this is really nice. Curious what Blue does. He's gonna bring his archers over. I think we're gonna start losing some samurai here. But look at all the damage being done. Look at this efficiency. It's dropped 20% last minute. Starting to increase total idle time too. Let's see. Back here, Banana's not. He actually does have views queued up. Probably at a point of adding another town center, especially if you're still causing a distraction and mayhem. Now this is gonna be an interesting moment when whenever Banana finds out about this. He does see there's military here, so that should be a clue, especially this scorpion right there. That scorpion should tell you that there's siege and buildings here. And I think this is something that everyone could benefit from. Like on a map where you know where your opponent is, just put 3 outposts, just 3. 1, 2, 3, somewhere central, somewhere left, somewhere right, between you and your opponent. And you see when this goes up. Your outpost got attacked, it'll go down. Okay, so we lost all of our samurai here, which brought us back here, and now we found out about the castle and all of the buildings. So that's good. We know about it now. And we immediately queued up some rams. And we actually also queued up some siege towers. It looks like that's what we're gonna start creating, some new regiments, I could say, of samurai to go in. Kind of sounds weird to say regiments. Seems like it's Civil War era. But actually, the samurai were around during the Civil War. Unless Hollywood's lied to me. I thought that was a true time frame to have actually at the same period. I don't know how much anyone would have interacted from the Civil War. That's probably where the story goes awry. like Confederate or Union troops going to Japan. But hey, I'm no historian. If you know, let me know. That might be interesting. Samurai are cool. I don't play them much, but I think I should. It's a really good strat online. Okay, so we've got army coming in, but our towers are actually still working, and that's really nice. Keeps us protected even though there's nothing here. And I don't think that that scout's gonna do anything for blue. I love that we've expanded our eco. Blue is actually only on 2 TCs. Got another castle coming up here, so he wants to really lock down the center control. And I think we're getting ready for a push here still. Maybe we've started massing over here. Yeah, so all of the samurai are here. How many are here? And we're gonna protect our eco with another castle. I don't hate that castle. It's just keeping you safe for the long game. But maybe having one right here would be good. It's downhill of this castle, but we don't know about it. Still kind of helps protect. But hey, you know, this is the one spot that blue was attacking earlier with that one archer. I like it. It's still a good castle. I like this. Looking around to see where you need a wall is good. And when you pull back, yep, just added that stone wall and you run. Then they can't walk through. They can't really sit there and hit it. Oh, they could, but I don't think that's going to be a worthy investment for blue. Speaking of which, blue is adding a third TC. Overall, we've had a better KD for Banana this game. 5-0 on the Eco KD too, so really good job with the raids earlier and to protect from the constant harassment, actually. Still lower in score. I think we're actually behind on res collected. That's why. Let's see if we can find any more. Okay, lower idle eco than blue, but less effectiveness on workers. So maybe that's something like better lumber camps. Like maybe blue is actually refreshing lumber camps a little more. I don't know. I'm not seeing any long distance res collecting. Is over here? No, not really. Okay, here's our play with the 2 siege towers though. Oops. Oh, did not mean to do that. Sorry. And I did get feedback too on the games, so I'm gonna try to keep these standard colors. So apologies if previous colors were hard to see. This is crazy. It's fun to see this. No one ever makes siege towers anymore, and I like the ram. It's kind of random, just a single ram. You know, maybe save that ram for a push on a castle, but it's annoying for him, and he can't readily take care of it. So I approve of that message. I think we made a mistake here. We've got this huge investment, but we don't have our castle age armor. Like I said, armor is the most important thing for melee units first, especially against these ranged units. But I love this. You just getting close to the ranged units. Who needs armor? You're just gonna pop out and slice them to death. There they go. And you pop the second one, and this is still really good. You know, you're not allowing blue to focus on a push. He's got to save his eco. He's losing production buildings. And you're keeping your units alive. So, you know, that's really the sweet spot that's making this worth it. If you try this, you have to be very attentive and micro like Banana is doing. And now maybe run or fully commit on the army kill. Okay. All right. Oh, looks like the ram is gonna get rushed, and Vils will die. So this is just beautiful work on the eco. Now let's see. We do actually have Vils getting queued up. That's the hard part, is doing both. And the ram now has an occupant too, and new occupants joining. But this push is gonna be stopped right here. I don't think they can take anything else out. Let's see what Blue's response has been. He's got some rams going here. We've had a little bit of a rally point issue where units ran under the castle fire. So it's a good thing to stick that over here and let the castles back here come, or back here with the ram push, and that definitely seems to be what's on Banana's mind now. Distracting the army with this rolling ram, and yeah, if I'm blue, I'm really annoyed, and you've got two castles, you have this push, you're ready to push now. Um, but you still have to worry about that rolling, not rolling ram, but rolling siege tower. And the score flipped actually too. I missed when that happened, but that bodes well for Banana. He's doing enough damage there. And actually, Banana does have the higher worker efficiency. And this ram push is basically unprotected. If especially if you're gonna ram down someone that has a melee unit as a unique unit, you need to make sure those rams are protected. So probably getting the upgrade for the mangonels would be good for blue next time, or sticking some melee units in there to hit faster and then to pop out and work as human shields while the rams kick that down. So now it's now Banana's turn to push, and I'm just curious which angle he goes from, because he does have, we'll call it a little regiment there, and one up here, and maybe he's gonna pincer in. Oh, the south one is on the way. I think we're going for this castle. It would almost be kind of nice to see him go for the eco, because hitting the TC down and then popping the rams would be nice. But hey, I like it. You're gonna go for the castle, and I bet we actually take the castle down. You're gonna see these rams pop open, and all the samurai are gonna run out and start slaughtering. Yep, let's pop these other ones. No, maybe these are just the sacrifices, and these are here to get the job done. Uh, I can respect that. It's gonna work. Now you've got the samurai here to protect, and the castle does go down. So 5 was the minimum amount, clearly. And yeah, these samurai are actually doing really good. Ever since the update, they've made this actually a nice trade for Banana, clearing that up. And now we found out about the other castle here. So get up some more rams and bring over the samurai, and let's knock this new one down. Like actually 2 more rams are here, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. So this is a fun strat. I need to try this. It looks like Banana's having a whale of a time over here, and I'm curious. He'll probably put down another TC if I had to guess. Just put it right there on both wood lines, and that one up in the corner here. Very interesting TC location, Banana, and looks like this ram is gonna start taking down this castle, and blue is switching to woads. I like that for blue. If you have a ranged unit now against something with a melee attack, you definitely need some sort of meat shield. And I'm actually not sure if Banana gets this down. Those rams are looking kind of weak, and there is a woad here. So maybe this castle stays up with some repairs. Only one more ram. I think you need to pop it. Yeah, and it's down. So that castle stays up. Overall, though, you've got to be feeling very good. And actually, Banana I totally missed it. He was on the way to imp that whole time. So he's doing better than me. He was paying attention to his eco and getting all the upgrades he needs. I really want to see the armor come in. We need to see the armor for both Castle and now Imperial Age, and some Trebs too. You've got a lot of castles. I know you're producing your unique unit, but some Trebs just to add additional pressure from a distance would be really nice. And then still having the Rams go forward just makes that a completely unstoppable push. And this is really good. I think you might have been looking for some gold earlier, and you found this stone. I think you're selling the stone. There's actually gold right there, and you're about to walk with one of these villagers, and when he hits this corner to work on this corner, you might just see it. I don't think you actually have the town watch upgrade. That could help too. But some idols there. And looks like we are producing some trebs now. We've got our rams full. Samurai, 46 in total. And they're all here on the front. So I really like the position for Banana. Now Blue's doing some good things too. We haven't checked in on Blue in a bit. Let's see how he's doing. And actually, Banana's forgotten, and so have I, about this siege tower full of samurai. There's another 10 for his population, which he's currently housed. And that could do a lot of distracting too, especially if he gets in on the wood line there, or back here actually. That would be good. But Blue is searching for more of this res on the outside of the map, and getting a ton of skirms. Really interesting choice. You haven't seen any kind of ranged units, so it doesn't really inspire any confidence from me for Blue. And a castle on the edge of the map. Banana, you've lost me. You've lost me here. Can't even lie. This is a really good push. I think the castle goes down very clearly now, especially with the trebs. But you've lost me with this castle. You only ever want to put castles on strategic positions in the map, you know? So like a castle here is a really nice castle. That just kills all his vills trying to escape, and gives you more control, you know? Now maybe these vills run into this castle anyway, but it's not really the thing you want in the corner, you know? You want it somewhere it'll command a position, even if it gets attacked pretty quickly after it's placed. It's better to be used as a point of focus than your eco back at home. So yeah, now Banana's just taking the fight over here. He's actually killing all these vills. Blue is too distracted. He has to micro all his ranged units. And all the siege he's trying to build up too is being attacked. So that is really expensive for Blue. Blue has basically been harassed by Samurai the entire game. I would not be surprised if Blue's frustrated now. He is going for chemistry, so maybe he's going to go for some bombard cannons. But skirmishes is not the right choice against Samurai, and maybe we're going to see Banana here cross over his 1092 mark here. And to do it with Samurai is extra fun to watch. There is a comeback happening in this corner. The single crossbow with chemistry is going to start taking down that TC. And yeah, now Banana has found another TC to feast on if he spots it. I think we're just pulling all our military back somewhere. We've got one guy there. And we are attacking the skirms. So actually the skirms aren't doing too bad. Maybe I'll take it back. They're not doing too bad against these samurai. The samurai only have 2 pierce, so could be better, and that could be better with scale mail armor. Please, Banana, get some upgrades. That's the only reason actually the skirms are doing that well. But now we're switching to Cav anyway, so it's okay. You've got a really booming food eco. We're up to 40 farms. You compare that to Blue, that could be something that's done better here. He's got 2,000 wood. He just needs to learn to turn that into food spend. You know, we have 3,000 wood, but at least we have 40 on farms, so it's a little more justified. And Blue is looking for anywhere to call home on this side, but another castle finds him and his villagers, so not very nice. But he's gonna drop a castle right there, and Banana does not see that. So Banana, if you see it there, but Banana, if you ever see, you don't see the foundation, so they'll disappear again. But if you ever don't think the town watch is worth it, this is the perfect use case scenario of why it is, because you probably would have seen that before it went up, and just brought over some samurai you probably have sitting around to stop it. But good job getting away from that. Just plop those guys on another wood line, I'm sure. And Blue's really having to take any resource he can. Meanwhile, we've got some attacks on this TC, so you know you're giving it right back to Blue. Very nice. And now we're gonna push with some trebs here. We've got the cav to protect it. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Blue leave the game here. He is producing trebs. He's trying to stay in it, but I think it's over for him. And he does not know about trickle trebbing. Well, he does know about trickle trebbing, but he doesn't know about the downsides to it. Hopefully he learns that as well. But this is gonna go down, and then maybe we'll see this siege tower of samurai come back and do something. That's really funny, actually. You can't see it at all. So, yeah. Oh, who did that? Here, just all right. Okay. Well, we're gonna raid to death with 58 light cav. Right? They're not hussar. Yeah, light cav. And that's perfect against scorpions and skirms. So really, honestly, the best thing he could have gone for. I think going for more samurai would have been a mistake, which might have been my own idea and thoughts. And Blue is done with the game. Promptly says bye in all caps, and I was waiting for that because it's a really funny way to to get out of a game. So well played to Banana. Very decisive win there. Has absolutely earned his 1100 mark, and this was actually his first game getting to 1100. This happened probably a month ago, a little more than that by now. And I was just going through some of the recs that people have submitted, and I want to say too, he's actually gotten better than he is now at this level. Maybe he's just staying consistent, as another way to see it. But he's reached new highs. I think even highs 1150 now. So very very well done by him. A really good game. A couple mistakes, a couple things he could work on, but like overall, it's just a well played game. It's a weird TC location, but hey, keeps you safe. And it's not like you were in need of a TC elsewhere for a more important reason. Let's take a look at some of these stats here. 121 samurai made from Banana to 88 crossbow, 59 skirms from Magic, Ben, Ellie there. And well played to Magic. I can't imagine playing against samurai like that. It must be a frustrating thing to have to put up with. So, you know, some of that frustration maybe made itself apparent in the goodbye message. Maybe a GG bye is a little better, but hey, I'm not gonna blame him. I'd probably get frustrated with Banana here too. So, well played to Banana, a member of the Age Buddies. You can check us out with all the links below. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, all that stuff. And I will see you the next time.